Mama? Mama, it's the sheriff on the phone. There's been an accident. Where? On Highway 190, this side of Furnace Creek, he said. He wants to know if you could come.
Okay, tell him I'll be right there, honey.
Okay.
Sam, I gotta go.
I heard.
There's been an accident.
I heard. What time is it?
5 o'clock. You'll be getting up in half an hour anyhow. Go to work. You be sure Betsy and Rob eat their breakfast before they go to school.
You know, this is the second time this week they called you in the middle of the night.
And if you remember it, pick me up a couple of quarts of milk on your way home.
I just don't know where the sheriff gets the idea that he can call you any time of the night. I mean, I can understand it if you were on the payroll, but you're not. You're not, and they keep treating you like you are.
Well, what do you expect me to do? Not go?
No, I'm not saying that, Jessie. Just reach an understanding with them is what I'm saying. If they're going to get you out of bed at all hours of the morning, the least they can do is pay you for it.
They can't afford to pay enough officers for 2,000 square miles. What chance would I have? Bill?
There were two of them. One dead, the other almost.
God, it's Tommy.
You know.
Oh, for what years? Tommy, shake your head or nod. Are you on any medication? Are you allergic to anything? I'll call your dispatcher. Tell him to call Dr. Clifford Adams at Lone Pine. Tell him we have one for the hospital and one for the coroner. Tell him we'll meet his plane at Furnace Creek. Honey? You have a knife.
A knife?
A knife. You have a knife. Give it to me quick. Your pen. Is it a ballpoint? Tommy? Tommy! Don't you dare do it on me. Don't you dare do it on me, Tommy.
I've never seen anything like that before. Will it work?
I hope so. Tommy. No, nothing you call conscious.
Speak?
No, I think it's more than shock.
This wind keeps up. Don't count on me coming over tomorrow. Almost didn't make it today.
Next week then, huh? little Emma for her checkup? Okay. Just give me a second, will you? Any calls I should know about?
Just old Mrs. Morgan.
Oh,
She said the pills the doctor gave her helped her arthritis, but she used them all up, and now she wants some more.
oh, that old woman doesn't have any more pills unless the doctor prescribes them. What else?
What does the other guy look like?
Huh? Oh, change.
I know you haven't had any breakfast, so I thought you might want to work on this egg salad sandwich that I bought for lunch.
No thanks, not hungry.
Okay, take it from where they woke you up and said, Jessie, we don't mean to bother you, but...
It wasn't pretty, Martha.
Well, if I wanted pretty, I would have gone to work in a Vegas dance salad.
Tommy was going. Tommy and some girl I didn't know. She was killed on impact. And Tommy, I think everything in him was broken. I almost lost him, Martha. Just slipping away. It's terrible. You feel him, going under.
Can you give me this?
Oh, thanks.
She's been coughing, Jessie. Not bad, but it's a cough.
Take a deep breath for me, okay?
See how Mama does it? Deep breath. How long she had this cough?
About a week or 10 days. I guess I should have brought her in when it first started, but you keep thinking it's going to pass.
I want you to give her 3 teaspoons of this 3 times a day. And if she still has that cough, we bring her to see doctor.
Maggie, I want you to take Emma outside for a minute. I want to talk to Jessie. We're just waiting on the room, honey, and then we'll go home in a minute, okay? Okay.
Bye-bye, Jing.
Just a minute. I wasn't going to come in. It's probably nothing, but my chest feels heavy, like there's something pressing on it. I got a cough to clear my lungs, and then the heavy feeling goes away for a while.
Sit down, Joe. You still working in mine, Joe?
Yeah, that's all I know. Been working in one mine or another all my life.
Well, breathing that ore dust all day long is like throwing gravel into a gearbox.
I used to not worry about something like this, but I ain't never been a daddy before either. If something was to happen to me, what would happen to Emma? Her mama is, well,
That little girl means everything in the world to you, don't you?
Yeah. The very day she was born, I quit smoking and I quit drinking. What do you think of that?
I think you discovered responsibility. That's why I think maybe we better give you a chest x-ray.
It might sound funny coming from an old boozer like me, but I kind of like it. Responsibility.
Me too. Deep breath.
Close the door, mister, before my flies escape.
Now, what can I do for you? I wonder if you can tell me where I could find a woman named Jessie Maloney.
Oh, sure. She works down in Dr. Adams' office.
Where exactly is that?
Across the street. If you can read, you can't miss it because there's a sign out front that says Dr. Adams.
I don't suppose the doctor's there.
No, he only comes in once a week. Wednesdays, ain't there?
Yeah, Wednesdays. If the weather lets it. I beg your pardon?
What?
What does the weather have to do with it?
Doctor flies over from Lone Pine, and the weather ain't always friendly for flying.
You look thirsty, mister.
You want a beer?
No. No, thank you, but thanks anyway for the information.
Wonder where he's from. I suppose he wants with Jesse.
What I'm wondering is, what kind of man wears a suit and tie in this town?
Mr. Hopkins, this is Ray Butler. I just got here. Yes, sir, I found it. I'm looking at it now. No, sir, I haven't been in yet. I'm gonna wait till she's all alone. I'll call you just as soon as I've done it.
It's about that time, you know.
Oh, yeah, you run along, honey. I've got to inventory this drug closet. We're out of some stuff from Low and others.
Oh, I wish my Barney was as understanding as your Sam. If I'm not home by 6, he starts talking about how expensive divorce is and how he's gonna miss me, like I was gonna disappear or something.
Does Barney cook?
Cook?
Does he do the washing and vacuuming and shopping? And,
Are you kidding? I do every damn bit of that.
Well, how can you possibly think he'd ever let you disappear?
He's only kidding. He would let me go if I shot him. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
That's all right. I was carrying a spare heart. Can I help you?
Well, I was hoping I could see the doctor.
Oh, the doctor only comes in on Wednesdays.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, I'd be happy to help you if I can.
You're a registered nurse then?
No, sir, I'm a practical nurse.
And you run this office all by yourself?
More accurately, it runs me.
Yes, it must be quite a job.
Yeah.
I almost feel guilty coming in here with what you'll probably consider a minor complaint.
Oh, haven't you been feeling well, Mr.?
Butler. Ray Butler. No, I haven't. I've had these little headaches, and I've been sick, flu, and I have an upset stomach.
Well, you can't have that. Why don't we write up a chart on you, and we can go from there. Just check in here. Mr. Butler?
Yeah.
Hello, Sam. How's Jessie?
I'm just fine, Agnes. Thanks for asking.
No, I said, how's Jessie?
Good. Jesse's good, Agnes.
Thanks, Helen Bar.
Oh, Sam, how's Jessie?
Miss Carpenter, the last time I saw her was about 5 this morning. She was right.
That's our Jessie, always on the go.
Adams' office?
Just quit, Jesse. Thought you'd want to know. That boy's gonna live. Everything in him was broken. Spleen, ruptured gallbladder, just everything. But he's alive, thanks to you. Jesse, was that the first tracheotomy you ever did?
Yeah, the very first. Was it that bad?
No tracheotomy that works is bad, Jesse. I just wondered where you got the idea for the ballpoint pen.
It was all I had. You know me, any port in a storm.
So I'm lucky to have you in the office. Is there anything immediate for me? It's going to be too rough to fly tomorrow, but something needs my attention, I can drive it.
No, don't do that, Cliff. There's no reason. Nothing's come in this week I can't handle. We're just running low on some drugs, is all.
Well, call it into my nurse, and I'll bring him when I come next week. So, what's happened today?
The woman seems very good at what she does, Mr. Hopkins, and I just feel this could be a mistake. Yes, sir, she treated me and gave me medication, but... Yes, sir, I understand that. No, sir, there was no doctor present, but she's very professional, and I just feel we should let this one go. I wouldn't exactly call her a criminal. Yes, sir, I know the law, Mr. Hopkins. Yes, sir, I understand. I know that. Yes, sir, I'll hand in the medication along with my report.
Mama, what do you think about me going to camp this summer?
Where?
In the Sierras.
Sounds good to me. It's all right with your father. How long?
Just 2 weeks. 3 girls from school are going, and Vicky's mother's taking them all up in her van.
Sounds like fun. What do you think?
What about you, Rob? You want to go too?
It's a girls' camp. Besides, camp's for kids.
So I'm a kid. Sue me. Is it all right with you if I go?
Sure, darling. You go and have a good time.
I'm gonna call Vicky.
Can I be excused?
Yes, sir.
So you didn't ask me about this morning.
Jesse, every time you call out on one of your so-called emergencies,
How's that? I don't think I've ever been out on a so-called emergency.
I always ask you about it later. So I thought I'd just let this one rest. If you want to tell me about it, go ahead. But I'm not going to ask you about it anymore.
Why aren't you?
Because it somehow makes me a party to it. And I don't want to be a party to it. To tell you the plain truth, I'm tired of it.
Well, what exactly is it that you're so tired of? I mean, we might as well get it out on the table and have it done with.
All right. If you really want to know, I'm tired of my wife being a push-button nurse. And that's what you've become, you know, a push-button nurse.
I don't know what horse you're riding, but you better put a brake on it real quick.
When we first got here,
When we first got here, we were broke. Now, when I found this job with Dr. Adams, you thought it was just peachy keen.
that was a long time ago, Jessie. Things are different now.
Things haven't changed. People still get sick. People still hurt.
I mean, our situation's different. I make pretty good money in the mine.
This morning, you were complaining because I do service work for the county and I'm not on their payroll. Now you tell me that we don't need the money that I earn with Dr. Adams. I don't know what cloud you're on. I don't know what you're trying to tell me.
Well, I'm telling you, it's not necessary for you to go running every time the telephone rings. 5 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning.
I've never been called out when it wasn't something serious. Not once.
But it's always serious. Some woman who's about to drop a baby. Some drunk with a staff woman. The sheriff.
I am the only nurse there is in this desert. Who else is going to do it? And what am I supposed to say when they call like this morning? What am I supposed to say? Oh, you just have to let that guy die out there on the highway because I got to cook my husband's breakfast.
You know that's not what I'm saying.
Well, then what are you saying?
I'm saying I want my wife back. A wife who feels at least an equal obligation to her family, her home. That's what I'm saying.
Funny you should say that because it reminds me. This is the night that I vacuum the floors and wash your clothes and iron the kids' clothes I washed yesterday. Now, when you want to tell me what's really bothering you, let me know, huh?
I don't mean to be telling you men your business, but Isn't there some other way? I mean, Jesse's a friend of mine.
You got your orders from the district attorney's office, didn't you?
Yeah, well, all I'm asking, if there isn't a better way.
All I expect is that you do your job, Sheriff.
Jesse doesn't deserve this. It's going to be downright unpleasant.
Well, now, I'm not going to stand here and argue with you about what Jessie don't deserve just because she's a friend of yours. Neither is Mr. Butler. Now, we have it from the district attorney's office that you'll do your job. That's all we expect.
Jessie here.
Yeah, she's in her office. I'll tell her you're here.
That won't be necessary.
Hi, Bill.
Is this her?
Yes, sir.
Turn it on. Is your name Jessica Maloney?
Yes?
Sure.
What's this?
You're under arrest.
Arrest?
That's what I said. You're under arrest.
What for?
For practicing medicine without a license. Tell her her rights.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say to us can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to your lawyer and have him present when you are being questioned. Now, if you can't afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning. Do you understand what I just said to you?
I don't understand what this is all about.
Do you understand the rights he's been telling you?
Yes,
May I have his chart now, please?
his chart.
The day this gentleman came to see you and you gave him treatment and medication, you made out a medical chart on him, did you not?
I make a chart out on every patient.
And don't you keep them somewhere?
Well, yes, I just didn't know what you... Yes, I have it right here. Oh, I forgot your name.
Butler, Ray Butler.
If I only knew what this was all about, I could think more clearly.
I've told you. But if you still don't know, I'm sure it will become clearer as we proceed.
Wait a minute, what are you doing?
We're going to search these rooms.
No, I can't let you do that.
You what?
This is Dr. Clifford Adams' office, and I work for Dr. Adams, so I'm responsible.
And we're from the Division of Investigation for the state of California. Mr. Butler here is one of our investigators, and I'm his supervisor. My name is Donald Hopkins. Now, if that information is satisfactory...
Bill, don't they need a search warrant or permission from the doctor or something?
That's right. If you don't have a search warrant, you've got to get permission. Now, I know you gentlemen are going to find it a bother and a shame, but that's just what it boils down to in the United States.
Will you call him?
Yes.
Cliff, this is Jessie. I've just been arrested by the state of California, and they want to search your office.
I'm sorry, I think we got a bad connection, Jessie. Would you say that again?
I've just been arrested by the state division of something or other for practicing medicine without a license. They say they want to search the office, and I told them they have to have your permission.
Well, do they have an officer with them?
Yep.
Well, tell them to go ahead and search. We have nothing to hide. Well, Jessie, don't worry. That charge is without foundation.
So what is this all about?
I swear to you, Jessie, I don't know. I just got orders to search it.
What are they looking for? What do they expect to find?
You know as much as I do.
We got a problem, and it's not going to get solved here. She's in trouble. There are two men over there giving her a hard time.
We'll see about that.
Well, wait a minute. You didn't let me finish. These are state men. The sheriff is with them. Jesse's been arrested.
Well, it sure has been a long time coming.
we'll get ourselves a full-time doctor. A real one. We've been living a long time with nothing but a first aid station.
What's that mean?
You know as well as I do. She talks like a doctor, and she acts like a doctor, and she gives out medicine left and right like it was going out of style. And I reckon some folks believe she is an actual doctor, but she ain't. And that makes her dangerous.
This valley has quite a number of people walking around alive today because of Jessie. Go tell them she's dangerous.
Go on, let's go.
What's in here? It's where she keeps her drugs, Mr. Hopkins.
Do you want to unlock that? What are you doing with all that?
Well, they're not mine, they're the doctor's.
But the doctor's up in Lone Pine and you're here. You have supervision of it. I'm asking why it's necessary for you to have all these drugs. A licensed physician writes prescriptions.
There's no drugstore here to fill a prescription. The nearest drugstore is 127 miles away in Las Vegas, Nevada. I have these things so I can give them to patients who need them.
You give these drugs to patients.
Now, just a minute. I've gone along with this because I had to, but Jessie is not on the witness stand here.
I'm conducting an investigation, Sheriff.
Just a word to the wise, Mr. Hopkins. A word to the wise.
What Mr. Hopkins means is you dispense these drugs to patients without supervision. Isn't that right? Just the way you treated me.
Well, if there's any doubt in my mind, I'd call Dr. Adams.
Suppose somebody walked in here with a heart attack. What would you do?
Call the doctor.
Suppose it was severe. A severe heart attack.
Well, I don't think somebody with a severe heart attack would walk in here. I'd have to go to Ben.
Go to them. Just like a doctor. Is that what you've done?
No, sir. Like a nurse.
But you're a practical nurse. You're not even a registered nurse. Now, surely you must know that what you've been doing, treating people for heart attacks, strokes, what have you, dispensing drugs, is illegal in this state.
Knowing that it's illegal, you wouldn't continue doing it, would you?
Yes.
Knowing that it's illegal, you would still do it.